good, YouTube? It's your boy Jim. So today I got a good video of me taking apart the inside of the FRS to get it wrapped. Hope you guys like it. Alright, so before we begin, I just wanted to point out these are going to be the tools I will be using the whole time. This isn't sponsored or anything. I just wanted to let you guys know what kind of tools I was using, what I was working with. So basically, I got this whole kit at Walmart for 20 bucks. And it basically has everything you pretty much need. Everything basic. It wasn't too expensive. I mean, obviously the stuff is going to be cheap, but it's worth it to have one of these kits, especially for 20 bucks. Alright, so I'm going to teach you how to take this off, these two. The center console right here, I wrapped this before with really shitty wrap from Amazon. It was about 12 bucks. I screwed it up, it's all messed up. So we're going to redo this one with that color. That's the color that I just got in. Debating whether or not I'm going to do these. I did these, but I'll show you how to take them off really easy. And then we're going to take this off. We're going to wrap them all up. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys real quick how to take all that stuff off. Oh, also the door handles too. These are really easy to pop off, and I already wrapped those. So we're gonna start off with the very first part right here on the steering wheel. This is probably, well, I haven't tried to take these off. I haven't tried to take these two off. I know you have to take the whole center console off, but we're gonna start with the steering wheel first. Just a quick heads up, disconnect the battery, because what happens whenever you put it back together is you have to press it in. I'll show you that, but I'm gonna start with taking off the battery. All right, so what you're gonna need for the battery is this doohickey, the wrench, and the small extension if you're using this toolbox. If not, obviously use your own tools. And you're gonna use a number 10 right here. Alright, and this should be all that you need. Alright, so just remove this little red cap. It should just come off. It has two little things on the side right there. You just pull them out and then you take off this. Alright, keep these in a safe place. And you're gonna untwist that and make sure it's not hitting any metal. This part right there. Alright, you're good. Don't worry about it. You're not gonna get electrocuted. So keep these in a really safe place, and then you're done up here. Oh, for this next part, like I said, we're gonna start here first. This little Y column right here, or whatever you want to call it, on the steering wheel. We're gonna do this one first. What you're gonna need is a Phillips head screwdriver and something that's flat, maybe another flathead screwdriver, but it has to be small enough to fit in these holes right here. So there's 3 holes. There's one right here at the bottom of the steering wheel and the other one on the other side. All right, so it's like a little straight clip inside this hole right here, and it's dead center. So if you see it from that side, you can see it. Once you clip it in, the steering wheel is gonna pop out a little bit, and you'll see it pop out once I do this side. Watch what happens. You see how it just clips forward? It's literally a clip, and then you have one last one all the way at the bottom, center of the steering wheel. Now, this is why you take off the battery, because once you pull this, you have all these wires, right? If you accidentally push this in, you're gonna hear the horn, and the horn's not gonna stop. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna get that flat piece that you use and pry these up. Be very careful, because this yellow clip right here is really fragile. It's not like super fragile, but you might bend it if you don't do it the right way. They're really easy to come up. They'll come up real quick. So what you do there is just pop those 2 clips open, and then right here, the blue part has a little clip. Just hit the clip and pull the blue wire out, right? So now you just grab these. Don't be scared, nothing's gonna happen. And pull them out after you pull the yellow clip off, right? All right, there you go. So now you're good. This is your horn, and your airbag is in here too. So you gotta be really careful. Keep this safe. We're gonna put it on the dash for now. All right, so now that you're here, if you look right here in the center of these two, there's a Phillips head screw right there and another one right there. So you just grab your Phillips head screwdriver and take these 2 out. And these are the only 2 screws that you're gonna be taking out. So don't get crazy and take everything else out. And then you just unclip it. And it's that simple to take this piece out. All right. All right, the next one I'm gonna teach you guys how to remove is these door clips right here. The only thing that's gonna come up is, well, on the stock they come silver. So this silver part right here, I've already wrapped it, but I'm gonna still teach you guys how to take it off. All right, so what you're gonna need for this one is simply a flathead screwdriver. Be really careful when you're doing this, because what you're gonna wanna do is put this in there, but don't pull up. Just kind of jam it in there, and then you hear the click, and right when you get it jammed up, you just pull. That's all you gotta do. Just pull, and don't be scared. Right here it's gonna catch, but it's just one clip that's right there, and you pull up. It's the exact same thing for the other side. Whenever you pull it off, just remember, whenever you're putting this in, it's not a jerking up movement. It's you're getting the flat head jammed in between the leather of the car and the plastic part. And then once you hear the click, you pull it up, and do it really careful, because you can scratch, and even because this is really fragile plastic, you can scratch it and mess it up. The next part that we're gonna take off is this right here, where it's carbon fiber wrapped around the shift knob. This is the only thing we're gonna take off right now. And the only thing you're gonna need is a Phillips head screwdriver. So you can go ahead and put all your other tools away for now. So what you're gonna do is come in here, and there's clips all the way around this. So you're gonna come in here. Don't be scared, because it's gonna sound horrible. It's gonna sound like you broke it or something. Don't be scared. So put your thumbs in here and then pull up. You hear? There's one clip right here, one clip right here. We just took it off. And then you go all the way around. Do the exact same thing. I promise you, you're not gonna break it. And for the last one, it's gonna sound really bad. If you look under here, there's a Phillips head right there, or a Phillips head screw right there, and another one on this side. You're simply just going to, first you're gonna want to disconnect the actual traction control. So it has two clips on each side. Just push those in, and then pull out. All right, just kidding. My pull-out game is weak, so we're gonna go ahead and just take off the screw. Right. All right, now that you've taken these two screws off, just set this down there where it's not gonna bother you. And now if you look around here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips head screws. And this is keeping the shift boot connected to this plastic. So just simply go ahead and take off these screws. So now we got this piece off. The next piece that we're gonna work on is gonna be this one. We're gonna take this one off. Remember, do not take this one off, because you can't. Don't even try to attempt to take this one off before taking this one. So this one's the easier one. These two, in my opinion, are the easiest one. All right, so now, like I said, we're gonna do this one. And when you're doing this one, don't be scared. Do not use flatheads, don't use screwdrivers, don't use anything for these two pieces. You do not need it as far as taking these two pieces off. What you're gonna do, if you use a flathead, you're gonna scratch up everywhere around. Don't worry about it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna start on this corner, and with both thumbs, you're gonna just tilt it up. Again, I've taken this off plenty of times, so it's gonna be easier on my car. You're gonna have to use a little bit more force. Once you clip on one side, you're gonna work your way towards the other. See? And it sounds like a lot of cracking, a lot of breaking or whatever, but the thing is, it's these clips right here. That's all you're taking out. So once you take out one clip, just work your way around with that clip, and I promise you it's not gonna break. Once you took off this piece, you're gonna take off this piece. It's gonna make it easier. The reason for that is because you just pull right here and it all comes out. Again, it sounds nasty, but it's really easy. See? All right, so the next part that we're gonna take off are these two plastic ones, just the silver ones, right? But where we're gonna start is we're gonna take out these two screws right here. So there's one on each side. There's one for this one, and then there's one over here. Right. Now the next part that we're gonna take off is right here in the center where your cup holders go. There's this little rubber flap, right? You're gonna get your Phillips head or whatever you used earlier, whatever you wanna use, and just get under that little rubber and take it out. Now it's gonna expose two screws right here. You're gonna take those out. They're Phillips head also. I believe you can use the same screwdriver you've been using this whole time. All right, so now that we took these two screws off, you're gonna notice that your center console moves from the back up until right here it stops moving. So that tells me that these are the only two anchor points that are stopping us. So we're gonna take out these two screws right now. Okay, so this is the part that we're gonna take off on both sides. You see, this is the clip that this is the plastic part that we're gonna wrap, right? So it's really small. To take this out, you have to take this part out. So it was in connected like that. You see you have three clips right here, one bolt right here, and the center console is tucking it in. And there's also a clip right there connected to the center console. So what you have to do is pull these three clips out. So you pull them out, but your center console is still going to be in the way. I kind of scratched it up a little bit, but it's still going to be in the way. So what you have to do is you're going to pull up and out, and that's going to release it from right there, and you literally just pull it. And all of these clips right there on the inside are going to come out really easily. All right, we're going to take off this main center vent right here. So you're going to want to just pull it, but before you do that, you have 2 screws right here on the inside. So once you took off these 2, you're going to pull the whole vent system out, and you're going to see all these clips. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 per side. So these are 2 separate ones. So you're going to unclip these, just get something under there, and same thing with these. Just clip something under, and then it should come right off. For the very last part, we're gonna take off these right here, and there's 1 on each side. So all you do is just get your nail in there. I would not recommend using a flathead screwdriver because again, you're gonna damage the outside. Just get your nail in there and pull really hard. Again, it's really easy for me to pull it because I've taken this apart many times. Just put your nail or something soft in there, a credit card maybe, and just work your way around. You see how there's a lot of clips? There's a clip entrance there, and then there's a bunch of clips on here.
No.